Welcome, everybody, once again for another fun at-home table read. Tonight, we're jumping into easily one of my favorite animated films of the last several years, the Lego Movie. And you know what? We're not going to waste any time. We're just going to jump right introducing ourselves. So, starts off.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mary Pat. I will be doing action description.
I'm Erik Waldman. I will be playing Emmet.
I'm Lynne, and I'm going to read for Gemini/Lucy.
I'm Bridget, and I will be reading for Doris.
I'm Logan. I'm going to be reading Black Falcon.
I'm Neshia, and I will be Vitruvius.
I'm Angi, and I am Batman.
I'm Karina, and I'm Benny.
I'm Betsy, and I'll be reading for Neckbeard.
All right. Well, Mary Pat, take it away.
Lego, The Piece of Resistance by Chris Miller and Phil Lord, based on the awesome toys by the Lego Corporation. Stayed in on the awesome WB logo made of Lego bricks. We push through it and find ourselves in a star field. A comet streaks towards us. We follow it as a blast past. The ground plane rushes up to camera. Black. Exterior landscape day. Helicopter shots over various landscapes.
No one knows where it came from. There had been others, mysterious relics of another world, but only one with the power to stop the world.
Shakaboom! The comet makes impact. A Lego explosion. We peer into the smoky crater. Fire amid blackness.
Many vied for its dark magic. A few brave souls endeavored to hide it from those who would use it for ill, until finally, thankfully, it was lost to history.
Suddenly, we are blinded by a powerful tunnel of light. It's an animated Lego version of the light tunnel in 2001, which is directed by Stanley Kubrick, who knows a thing or two about making movies. So we don't step. We push forwards, heads into a new world.
Ours is a story of a world that knows not where it comes from, that cannot imagine what it is capable of. Perhaps you can relate. I know I can.
Main title, Lego, The Piece of Resistance. Exterior, awesome temple dusk. The most killer looking ancient vine encrusted jungle temple of all time. The whole thing is made of Lego. Citron, 10 billion years later, reveal Lego Indiana Jones and two guides. Indy puts up a hand for them to stop. He removes a red ruby piece from his bag and connects it to the temple. The piece glows. A dark passage opens and Indy lights a torch. The flames are made of animated Lego bricks. The guides are too scared to continue. Indy's not. Interior, awesome temple dusk. A beautiful room made entirely of golden bricks. In the center is a golden sarcophagus guarded by a statue of gods from every ancient civilization imaginable. Indy carefully lifts a tablet from the statue of Zeus and places it into the sarcophagus like an ATM card. He pushes a bunch of cuneiform buttons, a pin number. The sarcophagus opens, a white hot glow on Indy's face. Blam! The entire room shakes. The statues are blown apart. The smoke clears. Enter the Black Falcon, the most evil person in the universe. He is flanked by robot guards. The Black Falcon? I should have known.
Hey, Indy. Ugh, who built this place? Must have been a bunch of lazy hippies sitting around a table agreeing with each other.
It was built by the ancients with more wisdom and artistry than you can ever know. The Black Falcon basks in the glow of the sarcophagus.
The Craggle.
That belongs to the maker. It must be protected.
What a lame Boy Scout thing to say. You're standing before the most powerful object in the world and you don't want to use it? You're a real nerd, Indiana Jones.
The BF motions his guards carry the sarcophagus away. The master builders will learn of this.
And what do you know of them?
Only that they will be your undoing.
Adieu, Dr. Jones. That's French for ciao.
He exits. As the sarcophagus crosses the threshold of the temple, walls shake. The temple is crumbling. Left for dead, Indy uses the falling pieces to build himself a sweet rocket ship and blasts out of the temple, narrowly avoiding a big rolling Lego ball. Probably. Exterior field day, a farmhouse in the hills. Indy rolls up and pulls the treat of a goat, which opens a secret door. Interior Master Builder's secret hideout day. Art studio meets Super Friends headquarters. Badasses are meditating, including Gemini, a mysterious cloaked figure, and Krav Maga, the boss. Indy bursts in. Push in dramatically. The Black Falcon has the Craggle. Push in dramatically.
Gemini, find the chosen one.
Push in dramatically.
Okay.
Boom. Something big just landed outside. Indy looks at his foot. Attached is a blinking red light. Oh no. They followed me.
Go, now.
Crash! It's a full-scale assault by hundreds of robots. The master builders fight valiantly, but are overwhelmed. Gemini runs from the fight, then stumbles, overcome with emotions as we hear the battle being lost. Amid the screams, Krav Maga's finally words echo through Gemini's head.
Find the chosen one, find the chosen one, one.
Interior, crappy apartment day.
Emmet!
Doris, a dowdy mom, calls through her son's door.
Did you clean your room? The cleaning woman is coming today.
Then why do I need to clean?
Because I want her to know what a nice rule-following son I have.
Doris walks into his meticulously clean room to find Emmet, 22, a total square, in his underpants.
Mom,
Aw, it is clean.
it's always clean.
Just like I taught you.
What's the point of having my own apartment across the hall from your apartment if you're going to check up on me like I still live at home?
Emmet pulls on a pair of mini fig legs, replaces his torso with a shirt, takes off his hair, and puts on a construction hat. Ready for work. Doris is so proud.
I just love you and want my son to be safe and happy. Can't you work from home like a sociopath or a children's book author?
Mom, I spent my whole life here. I need to go out there and follow my dream of fitting in and being like everybody else.
My boy, all grown up. Maybe soon you'll meet a girl and be married.
Mom, please.
I'm just saying, it's been how many years since Lucy?
Mom? I had the dream again.
Interior art class day. Emmet's reoccurring dream. A middle school classroom. Everyone wears blue. Young Emmet wears red. The art teacher walks around commenting.
It was the same as it always is. Seared in my memory.
Everyone dutifully draws the same drawing of a hand, but Emmet draws two hands close together so they look like eyes. He draws a mouth and pupils. The teacher stops.
Emmet, this wasn't the assignment. You've got to learn how to follow the rules.
She holds up Emmet's drawing for all to see.
Everyone, the assignment is to draw your hand, not a silly face.
Slow motion. All the kids in the class gasp. Interior cafeteria moments later, Emmet sits alone crying. The other kids sit at other tables and whisper.
That's the guys who drew the face. What a weirdo. He doesn't know how to follow instructions. He's not invited to my birthday.
Emmet erases his drawing. A pariah. The little girl looks at him from afar with sympathy. Back to scene.
I hated that day. The kids were so mean. The school tried to expel you. I promised myself I'd never let anything like that happen to you again. And it hasn't. So you need to let your memory of that day go. It never happened.
I just want to be normal, Mom.
Listen, you're my son, and you're the most normal, regular, average person I know.
You mean it?
Yeah.
Are you crying?
No. Yes. Emmet.
She wants to tell him something, but thinks better of it.
Don't forget dinner.
Promise.
Be safe.
Of course.
Don't make waves.
I never do.
And follow the instructions.
Always.
If they weren't so firm and flush with your head, I would pinch your cheeks right now.
Love you, Mom.
Love you.
He exits, leaving her alone in the room. She sighs. Exterior Lego Policis Day. Emmet drives into the most elaborate Lego city set ever. Everywhere are dozens of street signs offering detailed instructions for what you should and shouldn't do. Everyone drives the same speed in the same direction, listening to the same station, moving to the same beat. Music. An insanely catchy pop song.
It's another beautiful day in Legopolis and on Emperor Radio, reminding you, don't forget to re-elect President I'm Not a Robot for president of the city on Tuesday. Now, for the 258th consecutive week at number 1, here's the No News Janews with their hit Everything is Awesome.
Yeah, I love this song. And so does everyone else.
In what feels like a musical number, Emmet drives past vignettes of citizens happily going about their day and loving this song. Billboards everywhere advertise Impura, a company which apparently owns everything. Exterior Alternative Avenue Day. Everyone walks in the same direction and goes in various identical seemingly coffee shops. Security camera footage. A camera scans for something or someone, but can't tell Emmet from the rest of the crowd. Interior Creative Coffee Day. A Starbucks by a different name, mixed with a hot dog on a stick. Emmet arrives at the counter.
Hello,
What'll it be?
I'm Emmet.
Larry?
Well, Larry, I'll have one coffee, please.
Cappuccino, macchiato, espresso, americano?
What are those? Sounds a little foofy.
They're all coffee?
Oh, well, whatever isn't too wild. I don't know. What do you think?
Decaf?
Okay, yeah, cool.
Venti, grande, or super grande?
Oh, goodness, so much selection. So hard to decide. You pick.
That's a personal decision that only you can make.
Oh, gosh, which is the most popular?
Super grande? It's Italian for medium.
Medium. That's what I'm having. That is my style.
Fantastic.
You creative types, so delightfully sardonic.
I push a button, one of two buttons on a machine. I would hardly call that creative. I would call that following instructions.
But it says creative right on your shirt with an extra creative spelling abbreviation. I totally don't get it.
Exterior Alternative Avenue Day. As Emmet exits the shop and passes an Impura billboard asking him to re-elect President I'm Not a Robot, a television in a shop window shows highlights of a debate between I'm Not a Robot and Stooge Strawman. Emmet finishes the drive to work. Everyone pulls into their parking spaces at the same time, like clockwork. Emmet walks out and looks at his new workplace. His breath is taken away as he gazes on a beautiful exterior construction site day. A fantastical construction site. Super awesome cranes. Emmet walks and talks to his new boss.
All right, kid, here's the rules.
Oh, great.
Stay on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Stick to the instructions.
Uh-huh.
And don't get creative.
Emmet guffaws like that's the craziest idea ever.
Oh, Steve, don't worry. I'm not some kind of poopy weirdo, Steve.
They laugh together for a long time. Then
It's Sean.
exterior instruction site moments later, they walk past big stacks of pieces moved by machines.
Pieces get sent out from corporate, bundled together with instructions. Take the one with your section on it and follow it to the letter. Keep track of all the pieces. You lose one of the special ones, it'll seriously drive you crazy.
Exterior instruction site moments later, they casually step across girders high above the city.
Today you'll be putting together an artist loft.
Is it for an artist?
No, it's for an accountant.
Oh, great.
Pretty soon the whole city will look like this. All part of some big master plan from Central.
Wow.
They arrive at the coolest construction machine ever. Emmet opens up his actual size Lego instructions.
What if I mess up or lose my place or something?
Do what everyone else does. Keep your head down and follow the instructions. You could get promoted. Central's got a big project coming up overseas.
Overseas? I don't know. I'm not big on travel.
Yeah, whatever, kid.
One more question.
Emmet puts a hand on his shoulder.
Thank you for making my dreams come true.
Is that a question?
Exterior instruction site later, Emmet puts his hands on the controls, savoring this moment, and finally puts his first brick in, according to the plan. It's an awesome feeling. Another. He gets in the zone of building. This feels right. Exterior instruction site day, lunchtime. Emmet looks at his heart-shaped cookie and his mom baked for him. I love you in frosting. He flips it over. Be safe. He looks over the other instruction workers eating lunch.
So,
Silence.
how about that local sports team? What do you think of how they played the other day?
Ugh, they were awful.
Right? They should make a personnel change of some kind.
That coach.
Yes, the coach.
He's the only good thing about that team.
They should so keep him.
We're all going to watch the game after work, eat a little grub. Want to join?
Really? Actually, I'm supposed to have dinner with my what the heck? I'm in.
All right then.
Cool, definitely cool. Hey, did you hear that song on the way into work this morning?
Everything is awesome. I love that song.
Me too.
I think I know why I like that song so much.
Why is that?
Because everything is awesome.
Ah, yeah. Never thought of it like that.
Emmet smiles his butt off. Exterior instruction site later, Emmet is back to building. He takes a look at the city from the highest height. It's beautiful. He's downright inspired looking at it. He sees the Lego brick clouds and the sky slowly form the shape of a face. We zoom into Emmet's mind. We see Lego synapses firing, a connection between two halves of the brain. An idea. We pull back to reveal that Emmet has accidentally built, instead of a window, a smiling face, reminiscent of the one he drew in class all that time ago.
Kid, what the heck is that?
Oh, I don't know. What?
It's not in the instructions.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I was just looking out on the clouds and it was an accident.
The foreman picks up the phone.
We got a loose brick. Code danger.
Code danger? What's so dangerous?
Just then, a crane operator notices the happy face. His distraction causes the crane to go in the wrong direction and smash a wall. The falling bricks cause an elaborate chain reaction that tips the structure over. Chaos. Instruction workers run away for their lives. Interior police car day.
Loose brick. Loose brick.
Loose brick.
The cops throw their lunch out the window, shattering it. They pop the sirens and take off. Exterior city street continuous. The cop hit the gas. We pull wider, revealing dozens of other police cars doing the same. Sirens blaring. Exterior instruction site, same day. The condo tips over an adjacent condo with someone living in it, of course, which hits another and another. The building goes down like an elaborate dominoes. 30 cop cars, an ambulance, and fire truck screeching. Cops run full tilt to keep the buildings from falling.
Stop that building!
The cops jump out and stare at the last domino, which falls on them. Smash! The remaining cops look at Emmet. Interior police car moments later. Emmet is in the back of the car.
Unbelievably sorry. I am honestly the last person who would do something like this.
Interior police station moment later. Emmet is being booked.
Seriously, a model citizen. I got straight A's. I vote, even in the off years at elections for school board and stuff.
Interior interrogation room day. Emmet sits chained to a desk in the shadow of two detectives. They look slicker than the others.
Swear, I'm not special at all. Just ask my mom. I'm a totally average, normal person.
Oh, yeah? What size coffee you drink?
Super grande.
Damn it! I can't break him.
You don't need to break me. I'm just a regular, totally unspecial, law-abiding.
Slam. Interior Legopolis Correction Facility night. Emmet is in jail. He has a huge, scary convict roommate.
I'm Emmet. What's your name?
The convict says nothing. Black. Interior Emmet's apartment, same time. Doris sits at an empty dinner table set for two. She picks at her food and sighs. Her only company is the TV.
We're still following the story of the construction worker who got a little creative on his first day on the job. The subject was described as looking and acting exactly like everybody else. Police have taken the nondescript suspect into custody, and he is being held in the city jail.
Doris sees the brick, happy face, and knows it has to be Emmet. She looks worried, then oddly steely. Interior Legopolis Correction Facility night. Emmet lies awake, sad. Exterior Legopolis Correction Facility first light. Something is moving in the field outside Emmet's cell. It's Doris! She pulls apart bricks in the ground. Interior Emmet's cell moments later. Close on Raquel Welch poster. A blow dart gun emerges from her belly button. Thunk! 2 guards outside Emmet's cell go down. Doris bursts through the poster. The following conversation is whispered.
What are you doing here?
I'm breaking you out.
But that's breaking the rules. You told me never to do that.
Well, I'm temporarily reversing my position for reasons of convenience.
What?
The rules are different now.
But I did something really bad.
No, you didn't.
Mom, you taught me to be a person of principle, and I stand by my principles of doing whatever authority tells me to do.
Great, fine. Would you mind holding my purse?
Sure.
Thunk! Doris blow darts Emmet, who passes out. Doris drags Emmet by the purse through the hole. Interior grocery store morning. Doris and Emmet tunnel in. To the surprise of customers, Doris tries to make Emmet seem like a normal shopper. He is still holding her purse in a coma grip. Grocery security camera. Zoom in on Doris. We see recognition graphics, then zoom in on her birthmark. Exterior grocery store continuous. Doris pushes him in a shopping cart through a parking lot into an alley. Emmet comes to.
What are you doing?
Saving your life?
Where did you get a blow dart?
That's not important.
Half my body is numb. my hand is stuck shut. That seems important.
I just broke you out of prison.
For a misdemeanor. They didn't even decide how long I'd be in there yet.
They won't ever decide. You don't understand.
You don't understand. I was having the best day of my life today. I was one of the guys. We were gonna go to dinner and talk about life and stuff.
You were supposed to have dinner with me.
I was going to call.
Well, it feels amazing to spend 20 years loving and protecting someone, and the first day out of the nest, they wind up on the news.
I made a mistake. I'll explain it to the judge tomorrow and everything will be fine. Only it won't be because I can't, because suddenly I'm a fugitive.
It's for your own good.
You can't protect me my whole life.
You wanna bet? Come on.
A beat. Doris continues, but Emmet doesn't follow.
Mom, I'm going back to jail to repay my debt to society. A society I would like to be a part of.
You have to trust me.
You have to trust me. I'm my own person. You have to let me grow up and make my own choices.
I tried, and look what happened.
Maybe if you didn't mother me so much, I'd have been a little better equipped. Ever think of that?
As a matter of fact, I did. All the time.
Ugh. You know what you are, Mom? You want to really know? A real pain in the elbow.
He turns away from her. Behind Emmet, 3 robotic ninjas suddenly land and shoot a human-sized rubber band from a bent paperclip at Doris. It wraps around her, tying her up. They grab her and pull her into a sleek black car. Emmet!
Leave me alone!
He whips around just in time to see her being taken. Emmet!
Mom! Mom!
Emmet is tackled by a hooded figure, Gemini.
Where did she go?
What's happening?
Gemini grabs a mailbox and starts taking it apart. Does the same with a shopping cart and other nearby items, rebuilding them into an awesome mailbox-style supercycle.
How did you?
Gemini takes off. Emmet, in pursuit, runs into traffic. He flags down a dumpy car.
My mom got kidnapped by ninjas, then a lady turned a mailbox into a motorcycle, and now we have to catch them up to them. Oh, hi, Larry.
It's the guy from the coffee shop.
Get in, I guess?
Emmet gets in and slams his foot on the gas.
What's with a purse?
It's my mom's.
Exterior Legopolis continuous. Everyone is going in the exact same direction, except 3 cars driving madly against traffic. So begins the craziest, most wonderful Lego car chase of all time. Interior RoboNinja car continuous. Doris is tied up in the back of the rubber band.
What do you want with me?
You know what we want.
You have the wrong person.
Do we?
He pulls back her sleeve, revealing the star-shaped mark. Exterior busy street continuous. Gemini tries to keep up with the ninja car. Emmet in Larry's car catches up. They're going super fast and dodging cars while screaming across traffic. Emmet leans out of the car.
Mom, I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'm gonna save you.
Stop, Emmet. You're going to screw everything up.
No, I'm not. Hey, how do you know my name?
He loses control of the car and crashes into Gemini. The cars tumble in a big heap. You can't tell where the car stops and the motorcycle begins. Larry and Emmet are upside down in seatbelts. Gemini is thrown from the cycle during the crash, but gets up and rebuilds the 2 vehicles into one supercar cycle. That's a mashup of both. Gemini is in the driver's seat, Emmet in the passenger, and Larry in the back.
But the flipping flip is flippening.
They crash through an imperial billboard. Slow motion, the car smashes into pieces and Gemini rebuilds them, incorporating some of the billboard pieces into the restored vehicle. The new vehicle hits the ground and continues in pursuit.
You're breaking the speed limit, you know, not to mention several other laws, as well as a few other things that are not written into law per se, but are accepted social practices.
Emmet.
Gemini drops the cloak hood, revealing.
Lucy?
It's Gemini now.
Are you a DJ?
No.
She builds the glove compartment and antennae into a crossbow and arrow.
So, how have the last 7 years been?
Okay.
Lucy shoots a tethered arrow at the ninja car. Bullseye. Interior RoboNinja car continuous. Doris, tied up, sees Lucy and Emmet in pursuit.
Emmet! Don't you dare hurt him!
The RoboNinjas laugh as she struggles against the mysterious restraints that, strangely, cannot be broken. Exterior street continuous. The two cars are tethered together as they race through the streets, making the chase even more badass.
So, I have a lot of questions.
Is this really the best time to talk?
Well, so far.
Fine, shoot.
Lucy pulls out a pistol, leans out the window, and returns fire as the bad guys shoot at them.
Why did those ninjas take my mom? Why are there ninjas? Are there robotic ninjas? Where have you been the last 7 years? When did you gain magical superpowers? Why did you change your name to Gemini? Sounds pretty poopy if you ask me. Also, have you been following me around this whole time? Because that's pretty weird considering the last time I have you was when you dumped me for absolutely no reason.
You guys used to date? Nice.
Hardly.
Oh, try all of 8th grade.
Burn.
Lucy builds a barrier between the front and the back seats.
How do you do that?
By the way, I'm seeing someone now, so don't get any ideas.
I never have any ideas.
Sirens.
Oh, thank goodness the police are here.
The cops start to shoot at them.
Oh, never mind.
Now the cops are chasing them while they chase Doris. Dozens. Blue Brothers meet Freebie and the Bean. Only when these cars crash, they break into Lego pieces.
You don't get it, do you?
Yeah, what?
They're here for the chosen one.
The chosen one? What the heck is that? Wait, you mean me? I keep telling everyone, I'm just a regular guy.
Not you, your mom.
Oh, really?
Burn.
I was sent to get her, but they got to her first.
You're sure I'm not the chosen one?
Emmet, your mother is the most powerful being in the universe.
But how? She has cankles.
Don't we all?
Rude. The two cars fly off an overpass and land on the moving eel train that goes all the way through Legopolis. It's a car chase on a moving train in 3D.
She and I belong to an ancient brotherhood of master builders who create from our imaginations, not instructions, forced underground by evil forces. She has long been in hiding to protect you from these forces. I was sent to summon her, but when I showed up, she was too busy breaking you out of prison.
This sinks in.
Okay. I did not understand a lot of that.
Just hold the wheel.
Lucy jumps out the window and goes out into a tether. Speak up a bit more in the back.
So what's happening?
Exterior L train continuous. This is insane. And they're running out of train. Lucy gets into the ninja car, smashes the window. The ninjas beat on her. She tries to take the car apart to build a weapon, but it's somehow stuck together.
How? Emmet, jump!
At the last possible second, Lucy jumps off the car. Emmet jumps out of his car. The ninja car flies off the end of the train and through a building. Nothing happens to the Viking car, but Lucy and Emmet's car smashes into 1,000 pieces. They land with a thud.
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Didn't break. How?
She's gone. I can't believe she's gone because she tried to protect me.
Lucy pulls Emmet behind a dumpster as the police arrive at the scene and cover up the hole in the wall.
Send everyone you can hunting for that kid and whoever's trying to help him. You hear me? He's wanted, broken or together.
Lucy and Emmet run away. Larry, the barista, emerges from the rubble, unseen by the cops.
I need a coffee.
He gets up and walks off stage, right past an open sewer grate where Emmet and Lucy once were. Interior sewer system continuous. Emmet and Lucy wade through the sewers.
Who exactly are these evil forces my mom are trying to protect me from? And why are the cops in league with robot ninjas?
You have a lot of questions.
I'm just getting warmed up.
They all work for the Black Falcon.
The Black Falcon?
Otherwise known as Rodrigo Falcone, the CEO of Empura.
Empira? I love their stuff.
He's also the self-declared emperor of all known Lego realms. He kidnapped your mom because she is the only one who can stop him from destroying all of us.
My mom? My mom?
Emmet, did your mom have a safe deposit box? A safe? Something where she could have hidden something very valuable?
No. The only thing she had that was worth anything was her purse. She takes it with her everywhere. Unfortunately, it's now melted to my arm.
Lucy yanks the purse towards her. She opens the purse and starts removing items. A lot of items. Like, a lot.
No, 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 no.
Well, I guess it's not in there.
No, 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 no.
Finally, it's empty.
It's not in there.
Emmet pulls it away. A rattle. Lucy pulls Emmet back and finds a false compartment. In it is a locked box. It has a combination lock.
What's her birthday?
November 22nd?
That's not the combo.
Of course. Your birthday, January 6th.
You remember?
Not by choice.
Lucy opens the case and lifts out the most beautiful thing they've ever seen. A single piece that has studs on all sides and continually changes colors as if by magic.
It's the masterpiece.
What is this thing? It's beautiful.
They bask in its glow.
Some say it's the first piece ever. No one knows exactly what it does, but it is said the chosen one will use it to one day save the world.
And by that, you mean my mom?
There's an inscription.
There's an inscription etched all around it.
One will come from a land afar, with hand besmirched in shape of star, one to confront a great forsaker and build a bridge to meet the maker. This one will make the world right, but first there will be an awesome fight.
The prophecy of the chosen one.
Who is my mom?
Yes. We have to get this to your mom, so she can fulfill her destiny and stop the Black Falcon before he destroys us all.
And if it weren't for me, she'd be here. Everything would be okay.
Lucy doesn't say anything. It's her way of saying yes. Emmet goes up to the masterpiece, upset. He touches it, feeling sorry for himself. The second Emmet touches it, wham! Smash to interior basement day. A fuzzy vision of a strange creatures. Are they human? We see them very close up, as through the cameraman were a mini figure, and he were underwater.
Finn, I thought I told you not to touch anything.
Back to scene. Emmet lets go, catching his breath. The purse is now free from his hand.
What was that?
What was that?
Voices.
We have to go. Now!
Cops enter the sewer. Emmet puts the masterpiece back in his mom's purse and wears it like a backpack. Lucy and Emmet dash out. A foot chase ensues between the cops and Lucy and Emmet. Lucy uses her powers to dash through the buildings and shops and lose the cops, breaking apart walls and rebuilding them behind her. Emmet keeps up barely.
Where are we going?
We're going to take the masterpiece to someone who can help.
The Master Builders Council?
No, they're gone. All of them.
She turns away, remembering. It's painful.
Then who?
Vitruvius. He was once a great master builder. Now he's retired, but he's our only hope.
Can't you do it on your own? You were all like, hee-hoo-ha-ya!
Emmet lamely imitates her quick building kung fu.
I can't. I'm still in training. I'm not a full-fledged master builder yet. Technically, I'm an intern.
Well.
The cops are closing in. They turn around a blind corner and run smack into exterior Legopolis, city limits continuous. There's a big sign that tells us city limits, no exit, no entry, and a literal line across the ground. Emmet stops short of the line.
You're not going to cross the city limits, are you?
Don't be a putz, Emmet.
Everyone knows you're not allowed to go out of town. It's dangerous, uncharted, and no one should ever go. That's what everybody says. Can't we just explain the situation to President I'm Not a Robot?
I'm not a robot. It's one of the Black Falcon's robot henchmen. Ever notice how metallic he looks?
Oh, come on. He's just very fair-skinned. It says I'm Not a Robot is his very name. Besides, he's way better than Councilman Strawman. That guy is the pits.
Don't be naive.
What's naive?
That.
She steps across the line. Emmet gasps for a long time.
Look, just give me the masterpiece and I'll take it from here.
My mom gave it to me, and I'm not giving it to anyone unless their name is my mom.
Well, then I guess you're going to have to cross that line.
Well, then I guess I am.
Well, then go ahead and do it.
Well, then go ahead and do it, I shall.
Beat. We can hear the cops and their dogs barking.
Dude!
Okay.
Emmet deliberately and meaningfully, in super slow motion, crosses the line. He exhales dramatically, takes another step, then another, then slam. Emmet has walked straight into an invisible wall. Camera comes around, revealing a Trompe l'oeil painting on bricks that goes up as far as the eye can see.
Not everything is what it seems.
Lucy reveals an odd-shaped depression in the wall. She takes apart a nearby vending machine and rearranges the pieces into the shape of the depression, puts it in, filling the negative space, and opens a door. Lucy pulls Emmet into the door and into a tunnel of light, just like the beginning of the movie. It seems peaceful, until we see that Emmet and Lucy are hurling towards a monolithic wall. They blast through it and into exterior Legopia, a beautiful, breathtaking place that looks like Lego New Zealand. It's beautiful until Lucy and Emmet crash land into a bunch of hobbit houses. They get out of the ship and look around. They see a lot of hobbits yelling at them for destroying their shire.
Who are those guys?
Annoying short whiners. Plus, they reproduce like crazy. It's a real problem.
Where are we? Where are all the buildings and coffee shops?
Legopolis is only one realm in the Black Falcon's dominion. He built walls around all of them so he can keep them separate. If the walls came down, he'd have a hard time controlling the results. Master builders built secret passages through the walls so we could travel between lands.
A scary noise. The hobbits scurry into their houses. Emmet and Lucy get down just before an army of robots riding robo horses marches by.
Who are they?
The Black Falcon sentries. They're looking for us.
So he controls all these worlds?
Shh!
A robot turns its head, almost spots them, then moves away. Lucy bonks Emmet on the head and they dash away. Exterior volcano Impera Tower Night, an evil volcano with a slick office tower rising out of it. A big Bauhaus cork holding back inordinate power. Interior Impera Tower waiting room night. Doris is strung up in the rubber band and now also chained and strapped into a board.
The Black Falcon will see you now.
Guards wheel her into interior Impera Tower, the Black Falcon's office night. The office of the worst boss you ever had. Doris lunges at him, but it's restrained by her shackles.
Oh, Doris, did someone get you a water?
You'll never get away with this.
You'll never get away with this. What a cliche. You don't even know what it is I'm trying to get away with. Maybe you should listen more.
I'm all ears.
Truly, because listening and hearing are not the same thing.
I'm listening.
Excellent. Behold, the Craggle.
Doris gasps as BF unveils the sarcophagus we saw earlier. A robot ninja opens it. Inside is a tube of crazy glue with some of the letters rubbed off to spell Craggle.
The car in the city. That's why it didn't break.
Very good. But there's a lot more to my plan than that. Check it.
Black Falcon saunters over to the stage set with a life-size diorama with living minifigs playing out a residential tableau.
Here's a typical family. You there. Move your arm a little higher. Little higher. No. Too high. Ugh, you're all pathetic losers.
The dad puts his arm down slightly.
Wonderful. Now don't move an inch. You see how hard it is for me? I have to make all these plans and rules and enforce them on people. It's whack-a-mole. I get one thing perfect, then another thing gets messed up. I get so tired.
You never did understand the way of the maker.
There's one right way to do everything, and I know it's everyone else is wrong and trying to screw me up. Until now.
Some ninja Vikings lower the Craggle into a cool-looking Craggle cannon. Operated by a ninja Viking in a helmet, the cannon whirs to life, directed at the diorama.
You, introduce yourself to me.
Sorry?
Like, say to me, hello, Black Falcon, I'm Dale, and this is my wife, Mary, my children, Mark and Lisa.
But you just said it.
You say it now.
Hello, Black Falcon. I'm Dale. This is Mary.
My wife, Mary.
My wife, Mary.
And our children.
And our kids.
Children!
And our children, Mark and Lisa.
All together now.
Hello, Black Falcon. I'm Dale. This is my wife, Mary, and our children, Mark and Lisa.
Hello, Dale, Mary, Mark, and Lisa. I'm Black Falcon, and I'm very pleased to meet you.
He points to the operator who pulls a lever on the cannon, which zaps them with crazy glue. freezing them.
Exactly how I planned. And it's totally permanent.
You want to do this to the whole world?
The whole world will be exactly how I want.
But I'll never see my son again. No mother will ever see her son.
Unless they are frozen when they happen to be looking at each other. Exactly. Oh, Doris, I am so glad we can finally meet again after all these years.
What do you want from me?
Isn't it obvious? I want you to make me a better craggle thingy.
That's really dumb.
This works okay, but it doesn't have a wide enough spray. You know, I need to be making a big cloud of sticky mist. And it's not scary enough. And I hate the color.
You'll never get up.
Okay.
You'll not achieve that which you have just described.
What, do you think your pathetic son is going to save you or something? He can't even put 2 bricks together.
I've trained him secretly.
I think you protected him because you were afraid to have him live under the specter of being found out, of being hunted. You wanted him to fit in, to feel normal. Isn't that right?
Doris can't look at him. BF shows her a poster with a goofy image of Emmet. Wanted, broken, or together.
Big mistake, Doris. Thanks to that call, he's gonna get his butt kicked. He'll fit in all right. Into a coffin.
Leave him out of this.
Would, but I'm pretty sure he has the masterpiece. It wasn't in your apartment, and it's not on you. But your son seems to have an interesting taste in handbags.
He grabs a Lego magnifying glass from his desk and shows Doris the out-of-focus purse Emmet's holding in the wanted photo.
So, just to tie up all the loose ends, I'll have to kill him and take the masterpiece so the prophecy will never come true.
No, don't, please. I'll do what you want, please. Just don't hurt him.
Oh, don't worry, dear. You'll do what I want regardless. I'll simply use my very special electromagnetic machine to extract your thoughts and steal your ideas like I've done for all the other imprisoned master builders.
No.
Yes, send her to the think tank.
As Doris struggles, the guards take her away. Exterior Legopia day. They come upon a majestic canyon with an immense Lego waterfall, clear pieces tumbling down. Lucy climbs up the rock wall. Emmet follows.
Is it much further?
You ever say anything that's not a stupid question?
What's that supposed to mean?
I guess not.
2/3 up the canyon wall is a ledge with a cave behind the waterfall and a sign, beware of dragon. Gulp. Yip, yip, yip. Dragon, a nasty yippy dog startles them.
That's Dragon.
Lucy knocks on the door of a garishly painted shack.
Who could live here?
A blind man.
A homeless-looking man opens the door, facing the wrong direction. This is Vitruvius. Ben Kenobi meets Mr. Magoo meets Gandalf meets Columbo.
Hello? What? Hi.
I see.
Interior, the ugliest house in the universe day. Looks like it was decorated by a blind man. And it was. Vitruvius opens the shades, revealing a window view of a rock wall.
Lovely place.
Thank you. I am deprived of my sight, but my hearing is so acute that I can still perceive the physical world using echolocation.
Like an old bat.
Precisely. I see with my ears. Now, how can I help you, extremely tall and fat stranger?
My mother has been kidnapped and it's all my fault.
I'm sorry. Hard pass, not mercy.
His mother is the chosen one. I was sent to summon her. The Black Falcon got to her first. He has the craggle.
Vitruvius stops.
Oh my, That is grave news indeed, but I'm afraid I'm retired. I'm sure that active master builders are more than adequate.
The other master builders are gone.
I guess I'm not redundant anymore.
Is he being so weird?
The Black Falcon was my student.
Push in on Vitruvius. A stylized 2D Lego flashback tells his story.
He was clever and smart. It was the age of the master builders. The world was a fluid, creative place. The most gifted were enrolled in Master Builder High School.
Hey, Rod, what's that?
An awesome secret lair, but doy, it's the best thing I've ever built. It's perfect. All I need now is a cool nickname.
I only aim to teach him a lesson about the impermanence of creation.
Less old Vitruvius pulls out a cornerstone brick in the lair and the whole thing topples over.
No! Precious work!
Building is rebuilding, Rodrigo. You must learn to embrace the practice, not the outcome.
That thing was awesome!
We see his animated metamorphosis from teen to the Black Falcon of today.
He became enraged. Instead of improving his work, it became stagnant and weak. He began to amass power and hunt down master builders, harvesting their ideas, forcing them to write instructions for him, instructions that he in turn forced on the world. The remaining master builders went into hiding. I was encouraged to retire.
End flashback.
They were probably right.
You taught my parents.
Your mother went into hiding to protect you. Your father never had a chance.
Vitruvius, you can still help us.
That's flattery, my dear. We both know you're only here because you have no other place to go.
We're here because we don't know what to do, and you might. Sir, all I've ever wanted was to get along with everyone and be part of the world. And now I don't know if there's going to be a world to be a part of. That is, unless you help me fix it. And I bet if you do, they'll forget all about what they used to think of you.
This gets Vitruvius's attention.
I wish I could, young man, but he has the Craggle and he has the Chosen One. And if he has the Chosen One, he has the masterpiece. And without that, there is no
Hope?
Lucy holds out the masterpiece. This changes the game. Vitruvius walks reverently towards it, then past it. Interior, ugliest house in the universe later. Vitruvius has created a chart to explain the plan.
The Craggle is the most powerful relic of the Maker.
Who is this maker you guys keep talking about?
Emmet and Lucy sit at a table, aka a pink eraser.
The Maker, the being who put us all together and watches over us. Only by following the inspiration of the Maker can one become a true master builder.
Okay, that sounds super weird.
It is, but then all the best things are.
And what's the crackle again?
Every so often, the Maker drops a piece down to us that is unique, unlike any other. This crystal table is but one example. Some of them, in the wrong hands, can be weaponized. The Craggle, if harnessed, could
Destroy the world.
Yes. The Black Falcon has taken your mother, the one person who can stop him, and imprisoned her.
He gestures to a map. For once, it's what he says it is. But as he's talking, the points to the wrong places. Lucky for us, the camera follows the map correctly.
We can travel across sea and land, penetrate his heavily guarded fortress, and kidnap Master Doris, and bring the masterpiece safely to her. She can use it to destroy the Craggle and set the world right.
Oh, is that all we have to do? That doesn't sound too hard. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention, I am saying that with sarcastic inflection.
That's super constructive. Thank you.
We need to assemble a team of all remaining master builders hiding throughout the lands. We'll scour the countryside, high and low, overturning rocks, hiding from the sentries, avoiding the major roads and air.
We don't have that kind of time.
We can send out a mass email to the master builders list and have whichever ones are remaining meet us at the midpoint.
Better.
And then we sail for the land of the unused parts. Anybody got a ship?
Exterior Porto Picio Day. A bustling colonial era port, but with every possible kind of ship, from aircraft carrier to canoe. Emmet, Lucy, Vitruvius, and Dragon sneak down a dock disguised as fishermen. Dragon is disguised as a fish.
How long has your boyfriend had his own ship?
Why do you care?
I just think it's interesting that you're attracted to someone with his own vessel. Fairly superficial to date a guy with his own yacht.
It's not exactly a yacht.
They came upon a really cool pirate ship. Neckbeard, a pirate, sticks his head through a porthole in the ship.
Ahoy! Welcome to the Sea Cow.
Ah, not what I expected.
Neckbeard hops out onto the dock, revealing he has no body. He's just a head and a beard.
Really not what I expected.
Come give your weary boyfriend a kiss.
She does.
Wow.
Neckbeard and Lucy begin making out.
Okay, that's okay.
Gosh, where are my manners? Emmet, this is Neckbeard, my boyfriend. Neckbeard, this is Emmet. We used to date a million zillion years ago. It meant nothing to me. You've heard of Vitruvius, of course.
You're the teacher that made the Black Falcon who he is then.
That was a long time ago.
Far be it for a pirate to judge a man with an unsavory reputation.
That's surprisingly gracious.
Suddenly, Neckbeard somehow gets up in Emmet's grill.
Stay away from me, lady.
All right, sure.
Say that to my face.
All right, sure.
He gets somehow closer to Emmet, mouths almost touching.
I was once the most feared master builder in all the lands. I lost the rest of me body fighting off 100 of the Black Falcon's men. You cross me, and I'll make it an even fight. Do you follow?
Thank you for the clarity.
Neckbeard slowly hops back past, eyeing Emmet with the whole time. Emmet looks to Lucy. How can you be with him?
He has an incredible mind.
Everyone hop aboard. Meet me crew. This is Orange Beard, Brown Beard, and No Beard, and me first mate, Chewbacca. You can call him All Beard.
As they board the ship and meet the ragtag crew, including Chewbacca, the bad cop from 20 pages ago watches them from the dock, comparing Emmet to his wanted poster. Exterior, the Six Seas Day. The Sea Cow sails across the sea made entirely of Lego. Waves animated with thousands and thousands of Lego bricks. If the audience have reassembled their minds from being blown before, they just got blown again. Interior the Sea Cow Bridge later. Neckbeard pores over a chart explaining their heading to Lucy and Vitruvius. Emmet swabs the deck.
The route be stuffed to the gills with impure shipping activity. It's heavily patrolled. We'll have to be keeping an eye open. And when the time be right to make our move.
What's our move?
I'm sorry. Did the captain say you could finish swabbing the deck?
Interior the Sea Cow, Vitruvius cabin, dusk. The boat rocks back and forth. Emmet, literally green, approaches Vitruvius, who's meditating while building a crazy mecha bird, like those adorable creatures in the Batteries Not Included.
Lucy, welcome.
It's Emmet.
Ah, you got your sea legs yet?
Yes? What are you doing?
Making.
What's it for?
What is anything for? It's what we were all meant to do. What's the maker has fated us to do.
Okay, here's what I don't get. If our lives really are predetermined by some all-controlling dude, what is the point of doing anything?
Vitruvius punches Emmet in the face.
Ow! Why did you do that?
The maker fated me to.
Oh, you did it yourself because you're a crazy person.
Oh, now you're learning.
Emmet stares at him for a minute, confused. Then he looks at the mecha bird, impressed.
I could just never make something like that. How did you even get that idea?
I didn't. I just opened a window for it to fly through.
Emmet pets the mecha bird with a real sense of wonder.
Birds are, incidentally, one of the most creative of all the animals. They build nests, create elaborate courtship rituals, make gifts for one another, and of course, their beautiful songs.
It emits a piercing alarm clock noise.
Dude, teach me.
Open your throat. Make a caw sound.
No, teach me to do what you do.
Vitruvius smiles, but it's bittersweet.
How can I teach you something you already know? It's already inside you. You've walled it up, put it still shines through. That terrific disaster you caused at the construction site, that was no accident.
I'm not sure I follow.
Vitruvius points up to the night sky.
They say every night the maker puts a blanket over the whole world, a blanket with tiny holes. Some call them stars, but I call them maker peepers.
Maker peepers?
Maker peepers. Emmet, there was a time before you were born when making new things came as naturally to everyone as breathing. The world was messy and wild, and that made it beautiful. But then everything became rigid and prefabricated, so everyone just stopped thinking of new things. Making has been outsourced to Impera. The Black Falcon has paved over the world that was.
Vitruvius indicates the sky.
And yet, somehow, light still shines through the cracks.
The mecha bird flies out a porthole. Emmet runs after it.
Oh no, wait! It got out!
Isn't that marvelous? You have an idea, and then off it goes.
Exterior the seas, 6 seas night. We follow the mecha bird soaring over the moonlit waves and finally past a Viking ship manned by RoboVikings. Interior Viking ship lookout tower continuous. It's more high-tech than a normal Viking ship. Lots of Imperial logos. Bad cop stands next to RoboViking sentry.
That's them. Man your weapons. Full steam ahead. If you don't use steam, we will. Fine. Full row ahead.
Interior the sea cow bridge continuous. Neckbeard looks through a spyglass at the enemy ship.
They're a-coming! Dive!
Vitruvius and Emmet come up from below decks. Lucy and Neckbeard begin to meditate together. We go into Lucy's mind's eye. She is conceiving of new instructions. She can see every piece at once and is reforming them in her mind into something new. Neckbeard's mind's eye looks the same. Their two visions of the pieces combine.
What are they doing?
Collaborating.
With their powers combined, their eyes open.
Vitruvius, follow my lead.
Mateys, beamy hands and legs. Start taking the ship apart.
Neckbeard's pirate crew members, including Chewbacca, enthusiastically oblige.
But we'll sink!
That's the idea.
Put the poor piece over there. No, the skinny one. Come on.
I don't get it. What do I do?
Build a hatch.
Like for an attic?
Like for a submarine.
Lucy, Neckbeard, Vitruvius all start rebuilding the ship into a badass submarine. This looks awesome as hell. Emmet, exasperated, does his best to build a hatch. Intercut, the others building quick and cool, with Emmet unable to act creatively at all. Finally, in slow motion, Emmet puts 2 bricks together. At the last second, Lucy runs up to Emmet. All he's got is 2 pieces attached in a crossbar.
That's as far as you got?
Well,
She quick builds a hatch, attaches his crossbar, drags him inside, and spins the hatch shut just as they dive below the waves. Interior pirate submarine night. Like a classic sub interior, but manned by pirates. Neckbeard perches himself at the periscope, plugging into it as his head peg.
Heading. Get deeper. If we're too high, their sensors will detect us.
Interior Viking ship lookout tower continuous. A RoboViking among sophisticated equipment sees nothing.
Nothing. But they were right here. Wait, there's something on the scanner.
Exterior, the 6 seas continuous. Overhead shot, we watch the submarine go underneath the ship. Interior pirate submarine continuous.
Dive.
Interior Viking ship lookout tower continuous. Push in as the radar scanner spins around slowly. Will it show a blip or not? Exterior Viking ship continuous. A bunch of RoboVikings stand at the ready, prepared to fire extensive weaponry at any second. Interior Goschin continuous. Under the sub looking up, we can see the carrier far overhead in the moonlight, the sub in the foreground. Interior pirate submarine continuous. Our guys huddled, worried about being caught. A long beat. Interior Viking ship lookout tower continuous.
Nothing. There's nothing. Let me see that. Damn it.
He hits the equipment, breaking some pieces off.
Hey, watch it, man. I built that.
Interior pirate submarine continuous. They did it! Emmet cheers with everyone, excited to be one of the guys. Lucy puts a hand on his shoulder. It's the first time anyone has really touched him since his mom was kidnapped. He smiles and looks out a porthole. Exterior underwater continuous. Emmet looks out at the ship, or at the water. He sees many beautiful Lego fish, dolphins and whales. It's just wondrous. Interior pirate submarine continuous. Emmet turns back to the group.
hey, Lucy, you gotta see.
He sees Lucy and Neckbeard making out again. When we cut back to Emmet, he's green again. Exterior, the 6 seas morning. Fog. The sub surfaces. The hatch opens. Emmet runs out and rushes into the ocean until he looks up to find a treasure chest floating by. He hauls it into the deck, opens it to find what you and I would call a key ring with a laser pointer. Emmet touches the ring. Emmet's vision. It's a little clearer now. Imagine human beings, but made out of thousands of Lego bricks, shot through a shower door covered in soap scum. Where are my dang keys? Finn, have you been playing in here?
No.
You sound like you're lying. Are you lying?
No.
Okay, this is my very special area where I play with something very not able to be touched by anyone because it's the most awesome thing I've ever made.
Uncle Ted, why don't you have a girlfriend?
Because you need money for girlfriends, although they refuse to admit that, although they admit it implicitly when they leave you for a banker.
Why don't you have a job?
Look, you can do anything you want with this big bin of parts, okay? Just promise me you aren't going to play with my special areas anymore.
Okay.
Is that a real okay or a fake one?
Real?
Okay, that's my man. The grown-up exits. After a beat, we see a giant hand coming towards the camera. Emmet wakes up. He drops the ring in shock, then he puts it in his purse backpack. He looks at the ocean water and watches its composition change as random colored parts begin to intermingle with the water like the confluence of two rivers. He looks out to the horizon and sees he has just entered a sea of unused parts. At its center is an island covered in fog. Exterior Legotopia continuous. The others have come on deck to take in the sight. The fog clears, revealing an island with huge cliffs and a crazy castle with a fantastically fortified wall.
Legotopia, the last free kingdom in the universe.
Vitruvius is looking the wrong way. Lucy turns him in the right direction.
Thank you.
Exterior Crazy Castle Gate Day. It's so creative, different from the other architecture we've seen. Our heroes knock on the big, wacky door.
Does this Black Falcon know about this place?
It's been hidden for ages by the fog in its remote location. Plus, they have elaborate security measures.
From the door emerges a silly Lego face.
Who goes there?
Oh, I'm Emmet. This is my ex-girlfriend Lucy, also a blind man, a pirate head, and a loud dog. We're here to save the world.
Well, I never heard of you, but come on in.
The door opens.
That's the security.
They stroll easily into the fantastical wonderland. Exterior Crazy Castle Courtyard continues. It's a cross between The Point, Yellow Submarine, Terry Gilman's sketchbook, and a medieval castle. All manner of bizarre creatures roam about. It's like looking into a child's brain, wondrous and fluid and nonsensical. Crazy King Carl, a weird combination of desperate minifigs, arrives riding a dino rocket. Hi, I'm Carl, and welcome to my crazy castle, crazy with a K.
For creativity?
Ex-Catsley.
Why did you build all this stuff?
Well, why not? Music, an original song called Why Not, in which King Carl explains when your creativity is truly free, anything can happen. Yes, we're doing a Willy Wonka style musical number. King Carl shows them around the crazy kingdom. Each wacky environment is packed with crazy creatures. If you can conceive it, we will achieve it. Build anything you feel it.
You know we really don't have time.
Invent a game like roller cricket or buy bullfighting tennis tickets. Exterior Castle Lindor bullfighting tennis court. A bunch of bulls chasing tennis players as they hit back and forth. They watch from a box as the bull knocks down one of the players. Just wide.
This is me favorite sport.
Resume song. Interior Crazy School, filled with nonsensical charts and weird animals misspelling basic words on oddly shaped chalkboards. We only teach art and music in school so kids feel unencumbered. No spelling, no reading, science, or math. We just make up all the numbers. Interior Crazy Maze. It looks like an MC Escher drawing come to life. Make any idea thought or spoken. Rules were meant to be broken.
No. Well, rules were meant to be followed.
Exterior Crazy Courtyard. Happy artistry, citizens, and animals and weird morphe rocks and trees all gathered for the big finale. We have everything and nothing and something, it's all we got. Why you ask? What you should ask is, why not? The finish. Emmet is pretty overwhelmed.
You guys are really weird.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Oh, this is crazy. You can't have a society without rules. I mean, your castle doesn't look very structurally sound at all.
He gestures to the structurally unsound castle, which is built on a single swirly stilt and looks like a giant teetering Mobius strip with turrets. Who is this guy?
Emmet. He doesn't get out much.
Vitruvius pulls a frustrated Emmet inside.
Emmet, these people are not master builders. They do not create with purpose. They create just to create. But they can also be very inspiring, because the only way to accomplish the impossible is to break the rules of what is possible.
I wish that made sense.
It will, if you let it. King Karl, I wish you came to you with better news.
As do I. The others arrived just before you, which gave us a chance to rehearse the song. Follow me. Interior Crazy Castle Mead Hall Day. The king leads them into a loader or Lord of the Rings style room with a long table filled with a bounty of food.
Oh, what a bounty. I be starving.
Neckbeard hops onto the table and gorges himself. Also, we should mention that everything Neckbeard eats or drinks goes right through his throat and onto the floor. Yuck. Emmet gives Lucy a look. After a beat. Meet your team. At the other end of the hall stands Batman, a famous mass crime fighter, Duplo, an old school Duplo figure, and Benny, a spaceman.
Hey, I'm Batman. Got the email on my bat phone, which I invented. Gets emails on a phone.
He waits for them to be impressed, then steps back.
Hello.
Duplo!
And where do you come from?
Duplo!
Okay, he's a master builder.
No, but he wants to help.
Duplo, help!
I'm a master builder. I build a lot of gadgets. Want to see my gadgets?
No, thank you.
I'm also a master builder.
Cool.
I'm Benny Bluetooth. Where are you from? I'm from space. There's not a lot of oxygen up there. One time I was fixing my ship in space, and there was a crack in my helmet. They say I should have died or gotten space madness, but I didn't die. I'm here, right? Have you seen my spaceship? I rebuilt it, but it doesn't fly for some reason.
He points out the window to an odd, unstable-looking spaceship, which is parked outside.
Maybe if it didn't have 2 fronts and no back, and it didn't have 5 wings?
I love rings. Rings are great, right?
He seems a little distracted.
What? Where?
Is this everyone?
Oh no, there's one more. My co-pilot, Moppy. He's really organized.
Benny holds him up.
Hi, Moppy.
Hi, everyone. Did you meet my best friend, Benny? He's the best.
That's too nice of you, Mopper.
He can really help you on your quest.
Well, I don't know. He gets really lonely sometimes. Moppy! It's true. He was all alone in space. He tried to look up for his space friends, but couldn't find them. No one is left but me. Him.
Beat. He looks so sad and lonely.
What did you say you do again?
Oh, I'm a space cadet. First class.
Ah.
We are all that remain of the once proud society of master builders, except for Duplo and Emmet. He's not a master builder. He's just the son of one. And Lucy, who is still an intern.
Hello.
Along with a blind man, a pirate, head, a crazy spaceman, and Batman.
Emmet pulls out the masterpiece. They all marvel at it.
Together, we form a fellowship of the masterpiece, a shining beacon of possibility, and the only thing that can counteract the power of the Kragle. If we can get this into the hands of the chosen one.
Freeze!
Reveal bad cop and his men, guns trained.
Didn't you know that as a former student of the Master Builder Academy, that Falcon was CC'd on your mass email?
He takes the masterpiece and cuffs everyone else. Behind the cops and the Vikings stands a sheepish-looking King Karl. I'm sorry. I had to let them in.
King Karl, you betrayed us. You betrayed everything you stand for.
Tisk, I know. Turns out Legotopia had run up like a bunch of debt. Something about lots of spending and no revenue. Emperor promised to fund the whole place. Honestly, I'm super sorry. They all struggle, but the Ninja Vikings are too much.
This guy is supposed to be inspiring, more like conspiring, with a bunch of men jerks who have my mom. You're just as bad as them, you big mean jerk.
Come on, guys. Everyone looks at him real angry. Karl feels really guilty and watches them get let out in gunpoint. Where are you taking them? Not to the dungeon, right? You said...
Do I look like a medieval constable? No. They're going someplace much worse. Take them to the conference room.
Interior Crazy Castle conference room, a medieval dungeon-like conference room. Outside its glassy walls, there are fruity creatures walking around. Everyone is there but King Karl.
I have the Black Falcon for you.
Okay, we're good to teleconference.
He turns on a teleconferencing device. It doesn't work very well. To start, the image is a close-up of BF's neck.
Well. Looks like I have you right. All I'm seeing is a wall. Should I turn it? You turn it. Turn it around. Is this the volume? Which one is the volume? It's not working. Oh, there it is.
Everyone jumps out of their seats. Yow! That was loud.
Just point the camera at you.
Can't see anything.
No, the other way. That's close enough.
I see you. I see your hand. Wave your hand. This is amazing. Do you hear a weird echo on your end? I can hear myself, but like 2 seconds later, echo. This is my boy.
Sir.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Looks like I have you right where I want you. Good morning, Vitruvius.
Black Falcon, prepare to meet the Maker.
Vitruvius lunges with his staff at the screen.
Oh, no, he's just on teleconference.
What?
It's like a phone, a telegram. He's not actually in the room.
Like a crystal ball.
Sure.
Still being schooled by your students, I see.
This hurts.
I thought you might want to know that my good friend Doris is here safe and sound, so you don't have anything to worry about.
He pushes a button, switching cameras to Doris, who is tied in a big machine with a tube strapped to her head. She looks tired, some of the life drained out of her.
Emmet.
Mom, I'm coming. I won't let you down any more than I already have.
Oh, you've done enough, haven't you, Sonny? After all, your mother is now a distinguished member of my think tank.
Reveal the think tank, an enormous aquarium of master builders hooked up to the brain squeezers which suck the idea right out of their heads, including Doris.
Every master builder in the world is in this tank, having their ideas extracted. Now, with the ideas of the chosen one, I can finally build the best Kraggle thingy in the world, freeze everything, and make the universe exactly how I like it, forever.
Mom, no!
nothing you can do, dude. I already have the ideas. My builders are putting the finishing touches on right now. What are you gonna show up here in the next 24 hours and stop me? You just gave me the only hope you had. You see this?
He gestures to a mini model of all his lands. It takes up substantial floor space.
These are all the lands I control. They are perfect, and they are going to be that way forever. Now that you can't mess any of them up.
So, wait, what was the purpose of this call then?
Interior crazy castle parking lot. Moments later, Bad Cop and his support team are marching their guys through an underground parking lot. They open a door to a squad car, but guess who's inside? King Karl. He kicks open the door, smashes the Bad Cop's hand in, and does some creative building and kicks everyone's butts. He frees our heroes.
You're a master builder too?
I dabble. You were right. I'd rather be poor and free than comfortable and stuck. They grab the masterpiece and run away.
Backup. Repeat. I need backup.
Bring it on. They run up the stairs. Exterior crazy castle wall. Moments later, sirens, dozens of cop cars pull up along with Roboviking and skeletons, evil mermen emerging out of the sea, and the Viking ship from before. Exterior crazy castle courtyard continues. King Karl and the others burst in from the stairwell. Prepare for battle! All the whimsical creatures and citizens go steely and man battle stations. All manner of fantastical weapons, formidable looking creatures, knights, cool ass cars, every crazy looking thing a king would think of for war. Tension mounts on both sides of the wall. On my mark! Interior crazy castle parking lot continuous.
Charge.
Exterior crazy castle continuous. Charge! Outside the wall, the bad guys rush to the wall. Overhead, the two armies rush towards one another. Cannonballs and flames emerge from the bad guys' weapons, and from the good guys, puppies and flowers. Everything but an effective ballistic. And it's a massacre. The fruity forces of King Karl are just no match. Their vehicles don't drive. The bows and arrows shoot into curlicues. They are just impossibly overmatched. It's an instant rout. Retreat! Chaos invades the kingdom. Our heroes scramble to find a way out as cop cars and Robovikings burst through the castle walls. You have to go!
Can't leave you here.
It's my place to be here. Go! Bad Cop bursts out the stairwell into courtyard and chases after our guys.
Everyone, get in my spaceship.
Just then, Bad Cop pulls the bottom piece out of the unstable castle, and the whole castle tips over and crushes Benny's spaceship to pieces. Ka-boom. Beat.
Over there.
He points to a huge catapult. They all grab pieces of Benny's demolished ship and the castle, put them into a catapult, and jump inside of it. They watch as King Karl tries to trip up the Bad Cop, but fails to an attack of skeletons. We watch him fall in slow-mo. It's super sad, you guys.
We have to go now.
Duplo, help!
Duplo jumps up, and just as the Bad Cop arrives, stomps on the other end of the lever, flinging our heroes into the air along with all the remains of Benny's ship. In midair, all of the master builders mind meld and quick build a rocket copter around themselves with the remains of the spaceship. Emmet actually helps. He may be getting the hang of this as they chop their rocket off.
I built that chair. Check it out. That's my chair. Pretty good, right?
That's far more impressive than this entire rocket copter.
Well, it was my idea to get in the catapult.
A credit hog. Great.
Where'd this thing come from?
We see R2-D2 in the back seat.
No idea.
Bogey on our 6.
Fighter jets piloted by skeletons bear down on them. A really awesome dogfight ensues. Benny pilots with Batman backseat driving and Emmet manning the turrets.
Hey, look at that over there.
Benny, focus.
They manage to stay ahead of the bad guys' planes and fly through another trompe-l'oeil wall. Exterior of the space between worlds. The plane follows. Awesome! Neckbeard eyes the map.
There.
Benny evades the plane and goes through the portal. Yes! Exterior Old West Ghost Town night. The rocket copter crashes into the ground and breaks apart.
My chair!
Our crew staggers out and looks at the haunting Old West town. A Lego tumbleweed passes by. In the distance, we see the volcano with an Imperial tower inside. It's eerie.
I say we camp here for the night, this creepy Old West ghost town.
All agree. Sounds good to me. Can't think of a better spot, etc., etc. Exterior Old West ghost town later. They've made a fire out of Moppy. Oh, rest in peace, Moppy. Everyone sleeps. Neckbeard snores loud. But Emmet can't sleep. He stares off at the volcano tower where his mom is being held. Lucy approaches.
What's up?
I can't sleep. Still kind of upset about everything, you know?
Upset about what?
Well, I got in a fight with my mom that caused her to get kidnapped, and the whole world is about to get frozen, if you must know. Unless you were asking that sarcastically, which I now realize you were.
Sorry.
She takes pity on him. Anyone would.
We'll find her.
I hope so.
I know it. I know you.
I thought you said I didn't have a creative bone in my body.
You don't.
That's nice. Thank you.
Just trying to help.
You know what you are, Lucy?
What?
A real pain in my elbow.
Lucy laughs.
What?
You may not have a creative bone in your body, but you have a lot of really, really earnest bones. You always did.
Thank you.
I mean, that day when we were kids and you drew the face in the art class, you inspired me. I thought maybe there was more out there in the world and maybe you felt the same. That's why I asked you out. But then you ended up like everyone else and it broke my heart. You know? That I was going one way and you didn't go with me.
Think of how I felt. My mom trained me to follow the herd, to lay low. All I ever wanted was to fit in, to have friends. And the funny thing is, maybe I was trying too hard, but my whole life, I never did have any real friends.
We're being so dramatic. It was 8th grade.
The most dramatic time in anyone's life, right? It's what made the Black Falcon such a world-class dingling.
Made a lot of us dinglings.
Yeah.
Emmet looks away sad.
You know, whenever I doubt myself, I look into this prism I found long ago.
She pulls out a wadded up metallic gum wrapper.
It's beautiful.
I know. It's a relic of the maker. When I'm feeling low, I look at it, and it always makes me feel like there is still beauty in the world, and we all have a purpose. You know what I mean?
He stares at it, then at her.
Yeah, I do.
A long beat as they look at each other.
Well, good night.
Yeah, okay.
Emmet sits alone, looking at his sparkly reflection in the gum wrapper as he puts his hands on it. Emmet's vision, slightly clearer versions of a human man and a child in the basement. Finn, what did you do to the spaceship? It's in pieces. I told you not to play with this and you broke it. It took me years to build all this. And what's it doing in the old West Town? And is that Batman? It doesn't belong here.
Sorry, Uncle Ted. I just wanted to play.
Well, life isn't all play. Sometimes it's serious and it gets screwed up and you don't feel like playing. You just wish for once everything was all in the right place.
Okay.
Finn goes off. Ted picks up a tube of crazy glue. Emmet wakes up. Emmet looks at the gum wrapper, confused. He puts the wrapper in his backpack. He is startled by...
I don't suppose this is the restroom?
No, definitely not. Hey, can I ask you something? I keep having these strange dreams about a squishy, bumpy giant.
Vitruvius stops.
Visions of the Maker? Quite unusual.
What does it mean? Like, do I have a fate?
We all have a fate, but master building is about channeling the power of the Maker and taking that fate into our own hands. I guess it could mean what you choose to make it mean.
Why do you always talk in weird riddles? I just want answers.
Then why don't you try building something for yourself?
Emmet builds himself a little mecha bird, like the one that Vitruvius made earlier. It's adorable.
I'm sorry, that's lame.
That's lame. That's lame. The bird flies off a few feet and crashes into a tree, losing some pieces, then flies off all wobbly.
Not bad. You're learning now.
No, I'm not. I'm just copying what you did.
A dilettante borrows. A true artist steals.
He pats him on the head and walks away after a beat.
That makes no sense.
And all this does?
Exterior Imperial Tower morning. Morning is not much different from night at this dark palace or place. Helicopter shot. Our heroes hike over a hill. At the crest, they stop in awe at Emperor Tower, rising from the volcano like mid-century cork.
How the heck are we going to do this?
It's okay. I have a plan.
Really?
This R2 unit has the plans for the Impura Tower stored in its memory bank. God.
That's convenient.
R2-D2 projects the blueprint for the fortress.
Looking over it last night, I noticed the tower follows the same construction principles as the condos I was building back in Legopolis.
Begin Ocean's 11 style plan sequence in which we see the things actually happening as they're described.
We enter through the base here. Batman, you'll take out all the guards while the rest of us change into their uniforms and posing as the new guards. Determine my mother's location. What about a passkey, you ask? We won't need a passkey or whatever security code they have because we'll sneak up the elevator shaft by building our own elevator, which we then will take all the way to...
Smash! The elevator is destroyed by a descending elevator. Back to scene.
Wait.
What about this?
She grabs the plans. Planning sequence number 2.
We put the guards to sleep with gas, then build a kick-ass window washing apparatus, which, unbeknownst to the baddies, will have all kinds of cool weapons inside. And...
be so heavy it will fall under its own weight.
Smash! The window washing apparatus falls and crashes back to scene.
Darn.
How about this?
Planning sequence number 3.
We build a second tower right next to the first. The whole thing will be an optical illusion, matching exactly the visual of the landscape behind the tower. I'll be the foreman and
Crash! Because Vitruvius was the foreman, the whole tower falls down. Back to scene.
what? Is it because I'm blind?
Check this out. I'll take
Planning
out
sequence number 4.
I'll take out all the guards with a batarang. Then we'll bust down the front door with a batarang. Look around the corners with a batter periscope. Then I'll bat charm my way into the lair and Joker will be there. I'll be locked in a deep struggle with him that isn't just physical, but psychological. We'll talk about how we killed my parents, depending on who you talk to, and how his physical disfigurement and my emotional disfigurement are two sides of the same coin. And then Robin will be like, can I help? And we'll both be like, no. And then...
Back to scene.
Why?
Planning sequence number 5.
We attack with the cannons first, then convince the guards to mutiny, then mermaids, a curse upon their orchid kind.
Back to scene.
Stop it, everyone!
Creativity in groups is hard.
Unless...
Planning sequence number 6.
We get a bunch of snacks at a conference room filled with toys and funny posters and discuss the plan in a group. We'll have rules of play such as yes and not no, but so we can keep criticism constructive and keep the process moving forward. And slowly over many iterations of the process, we'll add the best thoughts from everyone until we have a plan that's more robust and creative than anything any of us could have come up with on his or her own.
Back to scene.
We don't have time for that.
Or we can just wing it.
Everyone agrees to wing it. Exterior Imperial Tower service entrance later. A suspicious-looking delivery truck shows up. There's one guard back there talking on his phone.
Well, I don't know. I've lived alone a long time and sharing space with you is a new thing for me. No, it's not like that. Hey, we didn't order any.
Lucy appears behind him, grabs him, and gags him.
I love you. Please move in with me.
Our gang quick builds the truck into an awesome tower climbing device with suction cups. It begins its climb. Inside the device, our guys rapidly move bricks so that the side facing the building is an 8-bit image of the landscape behind it, making it nearly invisible. Interior Imperial Tower continuous. Some skeletons are in a board meeting. One looks outside and squints. He sees an 8-bit Lego version of the landscape slowly pass by, rubs his eyes, and it's gone. Exterior Imperial Tower continuous. The machine cuts through the window of an empty room. Our guys crawl inside nervously. Interior Black Falcon's office continuous. The office we saw earlier.
The Black Falcon's office.
My office is bigger.
Emmet.
She motions to an ideas notebook. There is nothing in there. There's also a picture of the BF's middle school class photo with Doris in it. The BF has drawn a funny mustache on her. Emmet smashes the picture in anger.
His appointment book be saying he'd be scheduled for a massage at 4.
Oh, he'll get a flipping massage, all right.
I'm sorry. Shoot. I lost myself. I'm sorry. Language. There are kids here.
Who are these nerds?
It's the diorama family from earlier. Still frozen. The family members are separated, unable to touch.
Yeah. Can't move.
Lucy tries to lift the daughter, but she's stuck to her chair, which is stuck to the floor.
It won't budge.
The bad guy is going to freeze everyone.
Kids, are you okay?
They're all right, baby.
I'm missing Mom.
Emmet's heart breaks.
Me too. This is really sad. How can you keep living like this?
Well, yeah, we can't be together. We can't touch or see each other. But in here, and if I could, I'd be pointing to my head. I'm not stuck. In my brain, we're sharing a delicious meal together.
Thank you, sweetie.
Pass the mustard.
They all play along.
That's pretty elaborate.
They can freeze you. They can tell you what to do. But they can't stop our secret weapon, ideas. Now go give them L.
Lucy starts to exit.
Wait, Batman, give me your bat periscope.
Emmet grabs some nearby tubes and goes to work. He's not a quick builder. He's more methodical. What's he up to? Interior Black Falcon's office moments later. Emmet places a 4-way periscope in front of their faces.
Now at least you can see each other.
They smile at one another. Emmet smiles. Lucy looks at him. That's the guy she used to love. Interior hallway later. The Black Falcon stomps down the hallway. People tremble in his wake. A flank of baddies stop and salutes.
You there. Listen to me.
Reveal. It's not the Black Falcon at all, but rather Neckbeard's head on top of a black Sharpie R2-D2.
I be trying it out. What do you think?
It's very nice.
Thank you, R.
Is there something in your throat, sir?
Yes, it be a new throat, something I'm trying out. Do you like it?
Very much.
Say, I be wondering if you could do me a favor.
At your service, Commander.
Take off your ninja clothes.
Sir?
I be the boss, ain't I be?
Yes, sir.
They do as instructed. Into their skivvies.
Now, pull each other's heads off and kick them way down the hallway where you can't see anymore.
Yes, sir. Ow!
Very good. Now count to 1,000.
Yes, sir.
You gotta love the stupid ones. Suddenly, our heroes jump out from the shadows and put on the ninja clothes.
This be awesome.
Interior think tank moments later. Guards hear the doors open and stand at attention. In walks Neckbeard and the gang, all dressed up as ninjas. They stare up at the think tank, all kinds of master builders hooked up to tubes. Awful. You can't help but be upset at all the inhumanity of the whole thing.
Black Falcon, you're supposed to be at your massage.
Neckbeard's head falls off R2-D2. Fight! Our guys kick the crap out of the guards who try and fail to sound an alarm. It's a bar brawl, and Batman really shines. Emmet rushes up into the think tank and finds his mom. Everything else slows down. The sound of the fighting falls away. He's so glad to see her. Wouldn't you be?
Mom?
What? Emmet?
It's me, Mom. I'm here to save you, so you can save the world.
He pulls out the masterpiece.
I don't think she'll be doing that.
The Black Falcon has entered, flanked by Bad Cop and a legion of Robo soldiers.
Rodrigo Falcon, my old student, it's time you went back to school. Run!
Our heroes make a break for the exit as Vitruvius squares off with the Black Falcon. Vitruvius spins, grabs some pieces of the think tank, and uses his staff to guide an electrical bolt at him. The Black Falcon deflects.
Ah, the old dog still has a few tricks. I guess your friends didn't tell you that I was flanked by like 100 soldiers. Now!
RoboNinjas fling a rubber band from a paperclip, like they did when they got Doris in Act 1, and it binds him instantly. Interior Emperor Tower hallway continuous. Our heroes book it. Emmet helps Doris.
Why won't anything in this hallway break off?
It's Kragglefosen. Bat crap.
Reveal Bad Cop and then RoboNinjas closing in on them.
Lucy,
Yes.
I want you to know I love you.
Me too.
And even if the world be ending and we all get frozen, I'd feel better about the whole situation if I could get frozen with you as my bride.
Are you really doing this?
Lucy, will you take me hand in marriage? Metaphorically.
Lucy stops, frozen, with indecision. She looks at Emmet. Emmet smiles bravely at her as he runs. Lucy's indecision made her fall behind, and a rubber band flings and wraps her up. Neckbeard tries to change direction, but winds up rolling down the hall.
Lucy!
Bad Cop et al. Reload.
Mom, hurry!
Fling! Doris is wrapped up.
No!
Fling! Emmet is wrapped up with the masterpiece still in his hands.
No!
Neckbeard tries to go back and rescue them, but Batman grabs his head. Well, all of him, really.
We can't win this. We've got to hide and make a new plan.
Batman, Benny, Neckbeard, and R2-D2 run around the corner. Bad Cop has rounded up Lucy, Emmet, and Doris.
Take these perps to the Black Falcon's office. The rest of you follow me. Looks like we'll be playing a little game of hide and seek.
He puts on his Lego sunglasses. Tough cop style. Interior Emperor Tower, Black Falcon's office, moments later. Now Emmet, Doris, Lucy, and Vitruvius are all tied up in row facing the window. The Black Falcon inspects his prisoners.
Oh, how cute! Mother and son together at last. And what's this?
He takes the masterpiece out of Emmet's hand.
Oh, I have been looking for a paperweight. Did you really think you were going to come up here and save the day? You're a follower, my friend. You don't have the stuff. And you must be real proud of this one, huh? He's a credit to the family. It's like his talentless father.
This stings. He is not nice.
Mom, I'm so sorry.
I know, sweetie.
Just tell me everything's gonna be okay.
I wish I could, son.
Mom, why didn't you teach me what you knew?
I wanted you to be safe. I thought you would be happier. When I saw you with that funny drawing, it was so marvelous. And then I thought of what your life would be, how everyone would treat you. I just couldn't let that happen.
I know you're the chosen one, but I just wish you would let me choose for myself.
Ouch. Doris feels awful. The fighting stopped.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you guys want to see it? Let me take you up to the construction site. Things are about to get a little sticky down here.
He pushes a big red button and the ground begins to shake. The Black Falcon smiles. Exterior Imperial Tower continuous. The tower begins transforming. Wings come out, rockets fire, and the volcano erupts. The tower blasts off like a rocket ship with thunderous power. It climbs high into the air and smashes through the Lego sky. Interior Imperial Tower, Black Falcon's office continuous. They stare agape out of the picture window as the world falls away. They are now in exterior outer space continuous. When we look below, we see all the lands we have visited, each walled silos apart from one another, like the neurons in Emmet's brain at the start of the movie. Pan up to find a scary, gray, huge 4-peg Lego brick made out of millions of smaller Lego bricks. The tower docks with it, a perfect Tetris piece that makes it finally whole. This is the space station Super Brick. Interior Super Brick continuous. Inside, it's an enormous indoor instruction site filled with instruction workers working on something big. The Black Falcon's office penthouse is one of the top pegs, looking over everything like a control tower. Emmet notices his instruction worker pals from Act 1.
They got promoted.
Behold, the Super Craggle Thingy Part 2.
Reveal a huge robotic monster. 100 men tall, like a mechanical Godzilla raptor. It has a nameplate reading, brought to you by Impera.
My best work.
But you didn't do anything.
You think the master builders just up and forced themselves to think of this? Did those guys force themselves to build it? No, I did. Ergo, look down there.
The Black Falcon looks down upon all his dominions, separated by walls like Lego sets lined up together.
Magnificent, isn't it? And now it will be just the way I want.
A worker puts the last piece on. Another flips a switch. The Super Craggle Thingy Part 2, SKT2, lights up.
Release the Craggle.
They watch below as hundreds of bad guys in helmets stream into hundreds of cockpits all over the SKT2. They put in ignition keys in unison. The SKT2 thunders to life as the hangar door opens and it rockets out of the Super Brick. Interior Super Brick Craggle Thingy instruction site continuous. Hiding inside a supply closet, watching through a crack, are Benny, Neckbeard, Batman, and R2-D2, guards looking for them.
That does not look good.
When do we get to the part about coming up with a plan?
Got a plan.
Oh.
He points across the hangar. There are a bunch of spaceships.
What about Lucy and the others?
We'll come back for them after we stop the Craggle.
He's right. They make a break for it. As the huge hangar door starts closing, they run up to a black spaceship.
Can we go in the blue one?
Bad Cop spots them, flanked by RoboNinjas.
There they are.
Bad Cop and the RoboNinjas run after them.
What does it matter?
I fly better in blue.
They run over to the blue spaceship and pile in just in time to blast off. Just as the hangar door closes.
No! Reopen the door. Everybody in ships, go! Dude, you don't have to yell.
The RoboNinjas pop off their ninja veils and pop on space helmets, climb in the remaining ships, and take off. Exterior Lego Pia continuous. The SKT2 lands with an earth-shattering thoom. Animals scurry. It's the most impressive thing in the universe. Interior Super Brick continuous. BF's executive window has become a huge monitor. The Black Falcon watches SKT2 on it and barks orders into the microphone.
You're right, left, right, no, straight. All right, now stand up super tall and scary.
Exterior Legopia continuous. The operator of the SKT-2 follows his every command until it stops at a tiny house. A Hobbit comes out, pissed. The Hobbit's jaw drops as he looks up and takes in the side of the SKT-2, belching a fine mist of glue all over him and the rest of the Hobbit huts. He freezes. So much for second breakfast. Interior think tank continuous. Exterior Legopia continuous. The SKT-2 laughs the same way, then belches glue mist over the entire land. Leaping deer freeze mid-leap. The waterfall stops mid-flow. Then it's done. The SKT-2 leaps into the air like the Hulk, landing in exterior Legopolis continuous. Emmet's house. Smash. The SKT-2's foot smashes down. Pan up to show it about to freeze Emmet's hometown. Interior super brick continuous, strapped in rubber bands. All our heroes can do is watch the horror on the monitors. Doris turns away.
It's too horrible to bear.
What is? Describe it to me. I feel really, really left out.
The world is ending.
Emmet looks around, and the eyes, the masterpiece, sitting on the console as a paperweight. Next to it is the magnifying glass in the Black Falcon's desk that he used like 70 pages ago. Emmet gets an idea. Exterior outer space, same time. Benny flies in crazy curlicues as he avoids bad cops' army of bad guy spaceships. He also jettisons small pieces along the way.
Go down to the city. What are you doing?
Calling for help from my space friends.
Wide, we see the jettison pieces have formed skywriting. SOS.
What a bunch of maps. There be no space friends. Just go.
All right, you don't have to be mean about it.
He heads for the city way down below. Exterior Legopolis, same time. The SKT-2 belches a gluey mist around the city. Exterior crazy coffee continuous. Larry, the barista, steps out and does a full-on Laura Dern, holy flip, it's a dinosaur jaw drop. The SKT-2 stomps around, belching.
Of course.
What the heck is happening?
I think a big Dinobot is freezing everything with mucusy sneezes.
So we're doomed? What do we do?
I don't know. Complain?
The crazy mecha bird that Emma built lands nearby.
I mean, it's not like we can do anything. We can do anything. We can do anything.
The mecha bird lands on the other barista.
How annoying.
Wait a minute.
We zoom into Larry's brain. The same thing that happened to Emmet. Synapses fire. He gets an idea. Larry puts two pieces together. The 2001 theme plays in our heads, but not in the actual soundtrack because that would be super cliche.
What are you doing?
I don't know exactly. I'm just going with it.
His friend follows suit. This catches on. The citizens of Legopolis start to build all kinds of crazy mecha birds. Larry is the most fanciful.
Larry, my goodness.
The birds take off and start to flock together. They fly up and get in the way of the robot's eye line. Interior super brick continuous.
What? No, this is terrible. I can't see. But
No offense. Oh, sorry. It's your lines.
That guy?
Hey guys, no, swipe. No, you're doing it wrong. Oh, this is a disaster.
While the Black Falcon is distracted, Emmet slowly hops over to the desk, bumps it, jostling the magnifying glass over the edge of the desk. He shimmies under it. The magnifying glass lens concentrates the light and starts to burn away the rubber band binding him.
Do I smell something burning? It smells like a tire fire in here.
Excuse me.
The Black Falcon goes back to barking orders. Meanwhile, the rubber band is almost burned through. Emmet struggles to move himself closer and burns his hand. And he's free. Yes, behind BF's back, he frees his mom and hands her the masterpiece.
Go. Do whatever you're supposed to do.
I don't know what to do. So tired.
Doris is super out of it.
She's too weak. You have to do it.
Do what? What can I do?
Emmet unties Lucy.
I believe in you, Emmet. I was mad because you disappointed me for a while, but since it wasn't your fault, I'm willing to give you a mulligan on it.
A what?
A mulligan. It's from golf.
You play golf?
The point is, you've spent your whole life wanting to fit in and have friends by pretending to be something you're not. But now that you've let the real you shine through, you've made some friends who like you for who you are. And even if they're just a crazy spaceman and a pirate head and a blind man and an intern.
You like me?
I do.
Neckbeard likes me?
Sure.
But I'm not the chosen one.
You wanted to make your own choices, right? So choose yourself.
Emmet looks down on it, then down on his arm. The burn mark from just a minute ago is in the shape of a star.
Nuh-uh.
Emmett's eyes roll back. He can suddenly see the pieces like we've seen the other master builders do, but in a way that's even cooler than how they did it. He smiles. The Black Falcon turns around, finally noticing.
Wait, what is going on? What the hell are you smiling about?
This.
He uses the masterpiece, the loose pieces on the desk, and the maker relics he's been collecting the whole movie to build something strange. It's a large circle with a laser pointer bouncing off the reflective gum wrapper with the masterpiece on top, forming a badass looking laser portal to infinity.
What is it, Emmet?
I don't know. It just came to me.
You have channeled the maker and chosen your fate. You have chosen to be the chosen one.
What, you're gonna defeat me by making some kind of art? Let me go put on my Pink Floyd out. We can totally zone out. This is so lame.
Emmet slowly walks towards it, and light from the portal swells, enveloping Emmet completely. He disappears, and the portal with it.
Whoa. That was weird.
X-tier Legopolis continue. The SKT-2 is swatting away birds and staggering around.
Stomp on them before they get any more ideas.
The SKT-2 lifts a giant mecha leg above a crowd of baristas and city folk who run in panic under the huge shadow, about to be crushed when...
What the heck is that?
In comes Benny, Neckbeard, and Batman in their spaceship. It shoots at the SKT-2's foot, and it pulls its foot away. Yeah! But their little pea shooter can do little damage to this Goliath overhaul.
Wow, that thing is really big.
Benny?
Hot on their tail is Bad Cop and the other spaceships, who pursue Benny's ship through the skyscrapers all around Legopolis. So begins the most awesome aerial Lego battle of all time. Interior Super Brick continuous. The Black Falcon rocks the mic.
Get that spaceship out of here. I don't want to freeze space stuff in the city. Ugh. Ow.
Vitruvius just sucker punches him. The Black Falcon stares at Vitruvius, Lucy and Doris ready to fight. Beat then. The Black Falcon runs away. He opens his closet door, pulls out an escape hatch, and shoots off.
What do we do?
Go after him.
They grab parts around the office and quick build their own spaceship out of a desk and whatever they can find. Exterior Legopolis continue. The sky battle continues as the Black Falcon zooms down to the city, docks his escape hatch spaceship into the central cockpit of the SKT-2 and assumes command.
You want something done right, you have to do it yourself.
He pushes the button marked Turbo and sends a nuclear bomb of Krav belch out of the SKT-2's mouth.
Quick, everyone, run behind it. Get away from the mist.
The army of citizens run as fast as they can towards the SKT-2 to avoid getting in the line of glue, but the Kraggle Blast arrives and many of them are frozen. More vignettes around Legopolis. A person is about to vote. Frozen. Two teens with braces are about to have their first kiss on the prom date dance floor. Frozen. A baby is delivered to his doctor.
It's a butt.
Frozen. A street performer pretends to be a robot. Freezes. Interior interdimensional light tunnel, same time. Surrounded by laser beams, Emmet is levitated through the universe. He is split into pieces like he is becoming one with the fabric of the universe. He is traveling between the seams, eventually rising straight towards the biggest star in the sky. The closer we get, we realize that it is not a star at all, but a hole in the fabric of the universe, a hole just barely big enough for Emmet to fit through. Well, not quite big enough. He is stuck. Exterior basement continues. Emmet finally wiggles through a hole in a black piece of felt fabric. He rubs his eyes and sees an entire human-sized basement in a live-action world. It's like nothing Emmet has ever seen before. He marvels at a coffee cup with pencils in it, stares at his reflection in a snow globe.
So, not square?
Something catches his eye. He turns around and sees an entire Lego universe laid out below. It's a more mundane version of Emmet's world. The lands are not as vast, towers not as tall, but it's all there. Representations of the city, waterfall, space cube, etc. Each area separated by walls, backdrops laid down by a collector. It's pretty much the coolest collection of Lego sets anyone could have ever hoped to build. He looks at his feet and sees tons of loose Lego parts. He realizes he's standing in the middle of a bin of leftover Lego pieces.
The maker. It's all real.
He looks up to see Ted, a human being, staring at him. Duh?
Duh!
Emmet runs. Ted tries to brush Emmet away, causing a penknife to fall on Ted's hand. It just tried to kill me.
Just tried to kill me.
Begin funny chase sequence. Emmet grabs a cocktail toothpick and parries Ed's fly swatter. Emmet jumps on Ted, and Ted tries to get off him. Emmet clings to Ted's ear, screaming into it. Emmet punches Ted in the face while Ted swings and misses Emmet because, well, he's very small. What the heck are you?
What the heck are you?
I'm a person.
I'm a person. You're, on the other hand, are a giant squishy beast.
You're a talking toy. This is considerably less cute than I have been led to believe. Ted touches Emmet's face. Emmet touches Ted's face. They do a version of the mirror bit from Duck Soup.
So ugly.
Emmet puts his hand up to Ted's nose.
What are these?
Ted sneezes all over Emmet.
Ah!
Calm down. Where did you come from? Emmet looks back towards the Lego set. It's all messed up from the fighting.
Did you build that?
Yeah, but it's seriously messed up.
Are you the maker?
The what? Finn! Finn comes bounding downstairs.
What?
Finn stops in his tracks. Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Two makers?
How did this? What is my sets? They're all.
These guys, they needed my help.
Against what?
Against the Craggle.
The what?
The Craggle. The thing that is freezing everything together.
Oh, crazy glue? He gestures to a big box of crazy glue tube. Emmet gasps in horror.
Good Lord.
What? I'm using this to glue my sets together so it won't get messed up by the kid.
But then it can never change.
Exactly. The only thing in my life that's perfect. I can't find a job that doesn't make me hate myself. My girlfriend dumped me for a rich Trustafarian dingling is what he is. And I'm watching my sister's kid while she has a fun time partying in the Hamptons with her annoying brood of hot girlfriends who won't have a thing to do with me. And the only thing that I have in my life that makes any sense is that I have any control over is that perfect world right there.
But nothing is perfect unless it can change. You can make something, and it can be great for a while, but then someone maybe adds to it. Maybe something new out of it. And that keeps happening until it becomes something that a single person could never envision. Truth is, creating alone is never as good as creating with others.
See, no, that's not true. Because with others, they don't see things the same way. So
I know. You want to control everything. I get it. But if you succeed in the end, all you'll ever have is what you've got.
what else could I have?
Who knows? That's the best part.
Ted looks at Finn, then at Emmet, then at his glue. He gets something and hands it to Emmet. It's a glue cap. Use this.
What is it?
What is it? It's the cat.
Cone of power. It's called the cone of power.
Okay. The cone of power.
Put it on the Craggle to stop it.
Yeah, try that.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you both. Disgusting, squishy giant maker creature and smaller, messier giant maker creature.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I should go save the world now.
Emmet turns and goes back through the maker peeper hole, back through the portal. Ted picks up a bottle of crazy glue, dissolving mineral spirits, and turns to Finn. Let's play. Exterior interdimensional tunnel. Moments later, Emmet careens through the laser tunnel towards Legopolis, like a meteor re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. Exterior Legopolis continuous. Emmet hits the ground, making a Lego crater. He raises the cone of power and dashes towards the SKT-2.
Detach and mobilize. Stop that loser.
Remember how I said there were hundreds of baddies in the Lego cockpits all over the SKT-2? Well, those guys jump out and form a ground army of Robovikings and skeletons and such. Emmet charges for them, seriously outmanned. Leading the charge is Bad Cop in his police spaceship. He has Emmet in his sights. He closes in, firing his blasters when he looks up for a minute to see... Hello! Benny's ship, headed straight for him. Benny, Neckbeard, Batman, and R2-D2 dive out just before the ship crashes into Bad Cop's, breaking him and his ship to pieces. Benny, et al., lands safely right next to Emmet.
Thanks for dropping in.
Hope we're not imposing.
Emmet and the gang quick build fight against the army. Neckbeard headbutts a row of skeletons. They fall like dominoes. Batman uses his batarang to pop off the heads of a row of Robovikings. But the bad guy spaceships are still circling and shooting.
There's too many of them.
They're coming at us from all the sides.
Guys, look up. My space friends. They got my message.
A fleet of spaceships arrive, filled with assorted characters. For example, Harry Potter and Indiana Jones and Han Solo are all in the Millennium Falcon. Anything for you, Benny. Hi, you look familiar. Also, there's a spaceship driven by a bunch of mops. Lucy, Doris, and Vitruvius are in their office desk-shaped spaceship. Neckbeard shouts up from below.
Lucy!
Neckbeard, we need to talk.
On Larry, the barista, looking at the desk ship.
I could build such a better ship than that.
Yeah, why don't we?
They do. Other people looking around follow suit, but in their own unique way. They all shoot off until collectively they have formed an armada of silly ships. Even King Karl flies in on his dino rocket and joins the air battle as they land. Battle wages on. On Emmet, amid the massive battle on air and land, Emmet makes his way through the armies to the Super Craggle Thingy 2. On the Black Falcon, inside SKT-2.
Didn't your mom tell you? She designed this thing with a missile launcher.
He flips a switch and the SKT-2 extends a mecha arm, launching a huge missile right towards Emmet. Interior Lucy desk spaceship continuous. Amidst the air battle, Doris looks out the window to see Emmet on the ground, about to be hit by the missile.
Emmet!
She steels herself, gets some of her energy back.
Doris, you okay back there?
But Doris is gone. She's free falling to the ground.
Doris, why did she do that?
The connection between a mother and son is a powerful thing.
But it's certain death.
On the contrary, it's connections like those that give the best chance to survive.
Lucy looks out to the Larry's fanciful Amarta. Exterior Legopolis continue. Doris gathers her strength midair, starts building a protective shield to cover her and Emmet. Can she do it? Yes, she lands with confidence, poise, strength, a shield around her son, as well as her loving embrace. Boom! The missile explodes, but they stand firm.
Get your hands off my flipping son.
Doris attacks the baddies with her heretofore unseen ferocity. She breaks apart street lamps and makes weapons. A mother protecting her son. She's like a whirling, quick-building kung fu superstar. She is the best fighter in the universe.
Wow, Mom, wow. Wow.
I'm the chosen one, remember?
I guess that makes two of us.
They start to fight together, kicking much butt. It's super badass and incredibly heartwarming to see them finally working as a team.
I was wrong, Emmet. All this time I was trying to keep you from getting hurt, so I told you not to make waves. Pow! I'm just so glad that I get to see the beautiful waves you finally get to make.
Sucko! Wham!
Wham! I love you, Mom. Crack!
They make their way to SKT-2, but the Black Falcon sees them coming.
Oh, that's sweet. I want to take a picture so I can remember you like this forever.
The SKT-2 takes in a big inhale, about to freeze them when it lands the most colorful and whimsical superbot ever, exactly opposite of the SKT-2. It's made up of all the ships that the citizens of Legopolis have built. This is Whimsybot, and Lucy is in the center.
Lucy, how did you do that?
I used a few connections.
Lego robot fight. Whimsybot clocks SKT2. They knock over buildings. Whammo! That's awesome! The Whimsybot gains the upper hand, knocks the SKT2 on its butt. This gives Emmet and Doris a clear pathway to climb on the SK2 and scrabble up to the cockpit where the Black Falcon is. Doris rips open the cockpit with her bare hands. Hulk style, she jumps in and kicks the Black Falcon's ass.
Emmet, now's your chance.
Emmet scrambles to the SKT2's mouth, holding the cone of power at the craggle. But at the last second, his route is cut off by the Black Falcon, holding Doris hostage.
One step closer and bye-bye, mommy. Now, freak, you weirdo, you don't belong here. You don't belong anywhere.
Emmet gets an idea. We see this as we have before.
You're right. I don't belong here.
And he runs away. Or does he? No, he runs around the back of the SK2 and tunnels in through the back of the head. He lifts the cone of power.
I belong here. Rest in pieces.
And he caps the craggle. Yeah! A beat. Then the whole SKT2 explodes into a million Lego pieces. Emmet and Doris and the Black Falcon are thrown high into the air. Over at the volcano, across the world, the Black Falcon falls into the volcano lava lamely. Plop. Down in Legopolis, everyone gasps. It seems the SK2 explosion killed Emmet and Doris. That's when two enormous 5-fingered Lego clouds shaped like hands, one grown-up, one kid one, enter the frame from above. The hands of the makers. They catch Emmet and Doris in midair and put them together safely on the ground. Emmet holds the original Craggle tube and gives it back to the cloud hands, which take it up to the sky in a marvelous light show. Think the Abyss or Close Encounters. Everyone stares at it, admiring the artistry. The light shines in their faces. Interior basement continuous. We see Finn and Ted playing together, being silly. They flip the crazy glue end over end into the garbage. Exterior Legopolis continuous. The land begins to unfreeze. A person votes. Two teens with braces finally kiss. A baby is delivered to his father.
Oi!
Thank God. The robot performer unfreezes, but doesn't move. Wink. Interior super bricks same time. The frozen diorama family unfreezes and wraps each other in a big family hug. Exterior all around the Legoverse continuous. The walls of the different worlds come crumbling down. Knights hug cops, wizards hug robots, everyone cheers. Yay! Batman hugs Princess Leia, who is creeped out. Exterior Legopolis battlefield, same time. Lucy emerges from the wreckage. She looks around.
What the heck just happened?
Something totally foofy.
Emmet hugs Lucy and then they kiss, as well as a minifig can. Meanwhile, Neckbeard and Doris check each other out a little.
Oh, hey there.
Smash to black.
Y'all, that was great. Thank y'all very much for watching. We'll see you at the next one.